Sure ako na letter B yung sagot. Pero ang tagal ko nang hindi nagsasagot ng letter C, so I will have to go with C. Relate. Sit back, relax, and res easy. This is Rezen, and welcome to the show. Hello and welcome. This episode, magtatagalog ako. Kadalasan. Kasi ang topic ay Philippine College Entrance Test. I feel like when I was younger and I was the one in line to take the exam, I wish someone gave me a mindset preparation. Because back in 2013, when I took my exams, I was very pressured. And a huge part of that is attributed to the fact that I was in a very competitive environment. I hope this video will somewhat impart some lessons that you can carry with you na pwede niyong baunin coming into your tests. I took mine in 2013. I was 15 years old at the time. I studied high school in LaSalle. Why did I forget? Wait. Let me do that again. I studied high school in LaSalle, de la Salipa, in Batangas. And I set my mind that I'd apply to 4 universities. That's UP, Ateneo, LaSalle, and UST. So you're a 4th year high school. Wala pang K-12 nung panahon ko. Diba, meron ka pang inaasikaso na regular school tapos preparation for these big exams. It was overwhelming, so I just decided na I wouldn't take the USTET. So I didn't take the USTET at all. I only had the UPCAT, the ACET, and you'd think it's called DCAT, but at the time it was called DLSU SET. Here's a rundown of the chaotic moments that happened. In 2013, just as I was starting my 4th year in high school, I experienced a very significant loss in my life. All you need to know is that it left me defeated, just altogether sad. At ang hirap magpatuloy ng kahit ano when you're in that kind of stage. Ang hirap lalo nung exams, nung UPCAT, nung ACET, everything. Ang hirap pagdaanan ng mga yon given na kailangan ko na agad mag-move on at magpatuloy dahil gumagalaw na ulit yung buhay. Like, life continues to move forward. Hindi ako pwedeng maiwan because of the grief. I have to grow bigger around it. And so that's what I had to do, and I think that's what I did. I don't know if you're familiar, lalo na sa probinsya, nagpapadasal after 9 days. The day before the UPCAT, that was the siyam na araw. So I was still in my grieving stage, and it didn't help that I also developed a fever. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, no choice. I have to take this exam today. I took the UPCAT in a school that I've never been to ever. So, new environment. And the non-factors become huge factors. For some context, I am always seated along the first, second, third rows in the classroom in my regular classes. Kasi, number 1, alphabetically, letter A, yung simula na apelido ko. And number 2, malabo mata ko. Tapos nung nag-UPCAT, I don't remember if it was alphabetical or random seating, but we were brought to a big room and napalagay ako dun sa bandang likod. Like, I think, gitna tas likod. And it was so, to me, it was so uncomfortable. I'm not used to this. This is very uncomfy. This is very strange. And so, again, that's a non-factor. That shouldn't be an excuse, that shouldn't be a thing. Like, umuupo ka lang sa gitna ng isang classroom. You do that every single time. Pero dahil sa pressure, dahil you know what's at stake, nadali ko yung mic. Dahil doon, parang every single detail about what's going on around you becomes a big thing. During the exam, I was thinking, there's no way napapasa ako, ang pangit ng seating arrangement. Ang babaw. But that becomes the manifestation of your pressure. The little things become magnified. You might think, ang sikip ng medyas ko today, hindi ako papasa. That's nonsense. Also, like, ang higpit ng relo ko, hindi ako papasa dito. Masyadong malapit yung balat ko sa katawan ko. What? Those things might come into play. If you're feeling all of those ridiculous, weird sensations and feelings, I bet you're not the only one. You're surrounded by people going through the same thing. Also, notorious ang UPCAT, it eats up your day. You bring your lunch in and I don't think they give you like a proper time to eat. You kind of just can eat anytime. I think someone sitting near me just brought their sinigang na baboy out. My food was, I think, a takeout from a fast food. Tapos yung malapit sa akin, lutong bahay, sinigang na baboy, so aromatic. Parang lahat na lang, madidistract, mafufrustrate. It's not to say that everything that could go wrong will go wrong. In my experience, that's kind of what happened. And that's because I put so much pressure on myself. Lagi nang sinasabi sa amin ng review school namin, ng mga tao, sabi nila, 1 in 6 or 7 people pass the UPCAT. That's a 15% passing rate. Mind you, the UPCAT didn't have an essay part, but the scoring rule was right minus wrong. It's also notoriously tricky because they give you options A to E, if I remember that correctly. A, B, C, darts. Blindfolded darts. A, B, C, D, E? You have got to be kidding me. What is that? What is that? Ang hirap na I did great, knowing that that may not be enough. But to me, ang baunin mo, kung naghanda ka, ginawa mo lahat ng makakaya mo, whatever the result is, no one can take away from you that truth na you did great. Doesn't matter if anyone did better. Okay, like, but I did great, and no one, absolutely zero people in the planet can take that you did great. Lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko na, ano ba, bakit ba parang hirap na hirap ka dito? Ang dami-daming nakakapasa dito, ikaw ba hindi mo magagawa? Like, that was very self-loathing of me to do. That was really toxic to myself. But, 15 years old, hey. ACET, moving on to ACET, umuulan. Sobrang na-stress ako na umuulan nun kasi ayoko ng ulan. One thing about me, I hate the rain. Sobrang KJ ng ulan, sorry. Meron pa mga rain enthusiast. Masaya ako na nandun na kami sa classroom at nailagay ako sa second row, I believe, or first row. Malapit sa pinto. Sa isang classroom, ang habitat ko malapit sa board, malapit sa pinto, malapit sa bintana. Pero umuulan. Kung kailan naman ako napunta dun sa gusto kong spot, saka naman umulan. Sabi ko talaga, sabotahe. ACET is notorious for being very time pressured. I specifically remember, I think yung numerical ability nila is 25 questions for 7 minutes. Was it 7 minutes or 8 minutes? It was not the vibes. Ang bagal ko talaga magsulat, mag-shade. Ito yung downfall ko. Like, kahit alam ko yung sagot, siguro, ang bagal gumalaw ng kamay ko. Wala. Napaka-subjective ng test taking. Yun na lang ata ang masasabi ko. Ang subjective talaga ng test taking, guys. In ACET, may essay. Ito yung isa sa pinaka-frustrating moments of my life so far. And hindi ko talaga siya makakalimutan. Ever. Technically, you can write a 3-paragraph essay, intro, body, conclusion, boom, boom, boom. Done. Hindi. Sabi ko, I will impress the admissions office. I will write a 5-paragraph essay. Like, planado ko siya. 30 minutes yata yung time. Sabi ng proctor, okay, you may begin the essay portion. Time starts now. Ako naman, sobrang focus. Sulat. Kasi nga, ang haba 5 paragraph, di ba? Parang, kung 30 minutes yun, dapat every paragraph, 6 minutes lang, di ba? 30 divided by 5, 6. That's math for you. That's numerical ability for you. I wasn't looking up. I wasn't checking the time. I had a wristwatch on. Babes, I had a wristwatch on. Hindi ko siya chinecheck. Our proctor, she's like, okay, time starts now. Sagot naman ako. Ang next niyang update, okay, you have 5 minutes. Girl, 5 minutes! 5 minutes na lang! Ang dami ko pang, nasa third paragraph pa lang ako. Wala siyang sense. Kasi wala pa siyang sense. I mean, may fourth and fifth pa bago pa akong mag-conclude. 5 minutes na lang. Parang napatulala pa ako for 1 minute, napatulala ako. So, nabawasan pa yung 5 minutes ko. Naging 4 minutes na lang ako para magsulat ng 2 sentence to close this essay off. Tinanggap ko na, wala. Goodbye, Ateneo. Hindi ito magaganap. I don't even remember the topic of the essay. I just knew that out of thin air, bumunot na lang ata ako ng kung anong sentences at nilagay ko sa dulo. Oh my gosh. Sabi ko, ito na ang paalam, kung huling yugto ng aking pangarap na makapasok sa Ateneo. I ended the day and I thought, oh my goodness. This is not the vibes. 2 down, and I am not confident in either of them. And then there was DCAT. You notice wala yung DCAT sa title kasi hindi ko na matandaan masyado. Fast forward, December 23. Lumabas ang UPCAT results ng madaling araw. Tulog ako. Holiday break na nito, guys. Gumising ako ng mga alas 8 ng umaga. Meron akong na-receive na text ng alas 4 ng madaling araw from a high school classmate. Sabi niya, congratulations, Rezen, you've made it. Walang context. Wala akong idea ano yung you made it. December 23, you made it to what? To the Christmas break? Nang time na to, 2013, hindi pa naman ako sobrang chronically online. Wala ako lagi sa social media. So, hindi ko muna pinag-check. Pero after breakfast, I checked Twitter. Lumabas na pala ang results ng UPCAT. It's trending. It really is trending because it was a surprise drop. Mas surprising pa to sa pag-drop ng folklore at Evermore. I passed UPCAT. ACET 2014 results. ACET was released January 11. And your boy passed. When I passed Ateneo, I had the biggest reaction. That's one of the happiest moments of my life. I jumped around my house. I startled one of my cousins. Nagulat siya sa akin. Hindi niya magets kung ano yung saya ko. But that is the thing about seeing results sa pinaghirapan mo. It's a bigger payoff. Ang mas matindi yung gratification na naramdaman ko kasi I thought I did bad. I thought I failed because the circumstances were against me. It was really an incredible feeling. Pero hindi ko masabi na sana walang pressure. Hindi ko masabi na madali siya. Hindi siya naging madali for me kasi lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko na may potential na hindi sapat. Sana makabalik ako sa panahon bago yung mga exam na yon para masabihan ko yung younger version ko na huwag ka masyadong ma-stress, huwag ka masyadong kabahan. You got this. Pero di ba hindi mo naman magagawa yun. You can only act based on the feelings that you have at a certain time, the emotions that are ruling your person. It's really difficult for me to judge my unlived life. When the DCAT result came, the LSU set result came out, medyo hindi na ako excited. I passed as well. Hindi na ako masyadong ecstatic, but I was still very, very grateful. I was really content and happy with the choice. My mom and I went to the open house in Ateneo. My mom immediately looked for an accommodation for me, reserved the slot for me. The privilege that let me make those decisions, I attribute, and I always will point everything back to my mom. Like, she's the reason I'm able to do the things that I love. She's the reason I've done everything that I love all my life because she always supports me. That's the story of my pre-Ateneo life. After that, I had 4 amazing years, happy years in Ateneo. Ano kayang buhay yung meron ako ngayon kung hindi ko na tinuloy yung essay at all? Kung iniwan ko na lang siya na unfinished? The universe really, it's a funny thing. It tricks you into thinking that it's against you. But then, because of its shenanigans, you come out stronger with more tricks up your sleeve, more lessons that you can live by. And for the young people, I'm also young, younger people who are at this stage, thinking about where they want to be, what they want to do, who they want to become, consider always who you are right now. If you're going to put yourself under so much pressure, that is a disservice to yourself. Because the world and many external factors are already doing that same thing. Ikaw na lang yung meron ka. You're on your own, kid. Taylor Swift, Midnight's Track 5 stream. But really, seriously, I cannot tell you to eliminate, eradicate, remove all of the pressure. That's gonna be there for sure. But I'm asking you kindly to tone it down for yourself. Things are gonna be okay. And the things that you've been dreaming for so long, I trust and believe that you're already also been working hard for them for so long. And just because of that, purely that, good things are gonna come out of it. I hope you believe that because I do believe it for you. College entrance tests, they're not the end-all be-all. I'll tell you this, hindi lahat ng nakakapasa at nakakapasok at nakakagraduate sa mga universities na kilala, hindi lahat sila magaling. Your school, where you go, what you study, they are not definitive of your quality. 9 years ago, I thought my chances were low. Years later, I graduated with a distinction. You can really not judge what's coming. It's really, really up to what you do now. The energy, the dedication, the hard work you invest in now. If you do your best, that's all that counts. I just know and I believe that you are gonna be okay. It always ends up being okay. Have a great life. Bye.